Who is Joe Gotti? Joe Gotti is a video director, graphic designer, rap artist, many things, you know. Basically, I just does it all. I don't just limit myself to one thing. I can make beats, I can engineer, I can record, I can basically do anything with a lot of different things. Not even in the music business I do computer programming, I can fix computers, I can fix cars. Just, multi-talented to do a lot of things. I don't just limit myself to one thing. The first editing program I ever used was Premiere. Not Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere. It was like the first ever Premiere that ever came out. Like when the computers used to run real slow. You couldn't even record them, probably like 3-4 minutes worth of footage in the computer. Actually the camera I had was a VCI camera. I had the big VCI camera with the tapes going inside of it. So you know what I'm saying, I actually didn't start shooting no video. I actually started just shooting clips. I'd go outside, I'd get cars driving down the street, I'd get people walking, I'd get little kids playing, then I'd come home and I remember the first one I ever did, I had Player Fly. I had Player Fly crowning me. His soundtrack. I put the Player Fly soundtrack crowning me, and I just had a whole lot of clips jumping in, between, and out of the videos that I record. So I was like, it really wasn't my first video really wasn't a video. It was more like just clips with a soundtrack on it. It was this artist out of Jackson, Tennessee called Weasel. And he had a song called You Could Call Me. You Could Call Me. And I actually went down there and I went down to Jackson, Tennessee. I shot the video. I had like the Canon. Canon had just put out a little ZR1. I think it was called a ZR1. The camera was about this big. It was a real little camera. You could literally hold it this big in your hand. It was called a ZR1. That was one of the first digital cameras that actually came out for Firewire. It wasn't no Canon GL1s, XL1s, none of that stuff went out yet. It was the ZR1. It was like the first digital camera, one of the first digital cameras to come out. So I actually had that little camera, and I rode to Jackson, Tennessee, and I had actually shot a few videos before I shot that one, but I believe that one was like the first one I was really satisfied with, to say, yeah, I possibly this could be a good look. I just kept doing me. I just kept recording, kept building the name, just kept getting wild on TV, wild, just pushing the envelope.
They're at it again, a primetime Memphis rap show some say is too hot for TV. Men cursing and women dancing very provocatively, and it's all on basic cable where your children can see it.
I'm constantly pushing it to the point, it got to the point where everybody was like on the show. Everybody was like, every week. Soon the show go off at 9:30, I'll go to the club to record new footage. I'm gonna go straight to the club to get new footage. So as soon as I walk in the club, people will be like, damn, we just got through watching you on TV, man. You know, blah, blah, blah. You crazy. Man, you a fool and this and that. So, it was a good look for me as far as, building my name or whatever. And I just kept grinding. And the more and more time went by, I went from being known as the rapper Joe Gotti to the video director, the producer, Joe Gotti, the cameraman. I was the cameraman, Anybody come to town, I'll be recording them. Any rap artist come to town, I'll record them. Anything major come on, I'll record them. So I was just everywhere. So for like 5 summers, I was everywhere. I was the only cameraman. I'll go in the club and I would be the only cameraman. It wouldn't be 4 or 5 dudes in the club with cameras. Back then, it wasn't cool to be the cameraman back then. You know, back then, like, people used to look at the cameraman as like, he the help. I want the rap artist, you know. I want I want the rap artist. I don't want the cameraman. You know, the cameraman is nobody. He's the dude that got to hold the camera. He's nobody. So, you know, I got a lot of that. I got a lot of that in the beginning stages of my career. You know, a lot of people was like, they didn't respect me. But you know, it was cool. Because even though I wasn't getting a lot of respect from the people, I was just, you know, but I was getting a lot of respect from the industry. The important people knew who I was. You know, like I was the little Boosies, fucking with Boosie. I was fucking with Cash Money, fucking with BG. You know, I'm fucking with all these people. I'm fucking with Bone Thugs, Pastor Troy, C Murder, you know, Mr. Marcello. I'm with all these people doing these interviews, and I'm getting known. Like, they know who I am. You know, this Joe Gotti. You know, that's the cameraman or whatever. So it really didn't bother me that much that people wasn't respecting me. Long as people that matter were respecting me. So I think I started getting more serious about filming and less about rapping. So I started making the transition like in the early 2000s. I started really making the transition to not affiliate myself with the rap side. Like, I didn't want to be Joe Gotti the rapper, you know? I want to just be the cameraman. That's all I want to do. I just want to film. I want to go to clubs. I want the girls to get girls on tape bending over. I want to get dudes throwing gang signs. I want to get, you know, cars burning rubber. I want to, you know, I wasn't thinking like I want to actually do full-length videos. I wasn't thinking about that. You know, my mind wasn't there yet. I was having too much fun on TV, and I was making a lot of money. So, you know, I'm making a lot of money. I'm on TV. I quit working at the car shop. I'm not working on cars no more. You know, I'm like a 19-year-old businessman. This is what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm actually shooting video. Like, this is how I'm living. I'm living off a public access show. Like, this is how I'm feeding myself. This is what I'm doing every day to make my income. So, you know, I came in the game as a business owner. You know, I come in the game. That's when I established JG Productions when I was 18. Like, Joe Gotti Production, JG, Joe Gotti. Yeah, you know, this sounded good. This early 2000, 98. Late 90s, early 2000. That's when I formed JG Productions. So all through the 2000s, I started, you know, grinding a little bit more and a little bit harder. More doors started opening till I actually feel like I get to one point in my career, I get to a high spot in my career, but I wasn't mentally focused. Like, you know, I was still in the streets. I was still gang banging. I was still riding around with guns. I was still shooting at people. I was going to clubs. I'm gang banging, all this stuff. So, one of my first big chances to really open the door to some more stuff, I blew it. I actually blew it because I wasn't focused. My mind wasn't right as a person. I had to work on myself to get all that together. And I wasn't prepared for the big league. And when it came the first time, I was still young. Had a little money. I'm immature. I wasn't mature enough to be focused to the big league. So when the big opportunities came through, like when Ludacris got up with me, when I went and did an interview with Ludacris, you know, I wasn't mentally right to be ready for the big league. I wasn't right. When C Murder offered me a chance to get on the road with him and record all his shows, you know, I wasn't ready to do that. So I just feel like I had to get myself together. these days it's just people don't pay respect to the one before them, and it's like I see a lot of cats now. They go buy the little cameras, you know. They go buy the cameras and they shoot a few YouTube videos, you know, get some good quality looking videos at them because you know it's technology. It's technology. Technology is more advanced now, so you can get good quality film out of little cameras now. But that doesn't mean just because you get that good quality doesn't mean you can just better than everybody. Because if you think about it, it's still major directors out here that shoot major films. That shoot, you know, the Boom Towns, the Gabriel Harts, you know, the mind just all type of major, Gail Greens, Hype Williams, Benny Booms. Now all these folks to shoot major videos, and who am I to say I'm better than any one of them? That's a fool's move. Instead of saying I'm better than them, I want to get a chance to deal with these people and work with them, and you know, get their knowledge, and maybe I can teach them something new. Who never knows? But I'm not gonna go in this situation dissing up, talking about I'm better than Boomtown, I'm better than Gabriel Hart. Oh, Hype Williams, I ain't worried about Hype Williams because that'd just be stupid. And it's like the game will never be the same, you know. And it's like a lot of people think like you hating up. It's just nothing. The game is not the same no more. Everybody get cameras now. A new dude pick up a camera and he does it. But you know, shoot a video and then now he on a production company. Quote. He's a director. Quote. So you know, everybody does that, but it's a difference between doing something and doing something for real. Like, it's a lot of people gonna get Fruit Loops. They gonna get the Fruity Loop beats. They go get on their computer, make the Fruity Loop beats. And the first thing they say is, fuck a MPC. Or fuck a train keyboard. You don't need this shit. I don't need no train keyboard. I don't need no MPC. I just need a laptop and Fruity Loops. Cool, you. But that's the key example what I'm trying to say. Why would you say fuck a MPC? Why would you say fuck a train keyboard? You know, because it really, to be honest, you can't afford that. So instead of just saying, you know, if I had a chance to work on an MPC or a train keyboard, I'd do it. But you know, I'm not fortunate enough to be able to afford one. So I can't do it. But I'm not gonna say fuck a keyboard. Like when it comes to grips, I own a whole grip truck. I own all the lights, the HMIs, the flags, the C-stands. I went and bought a whole production truck. But now a lot of new directors try to tell people that you don't need that to shoot videos no more. You don't need grips. You don't need dollies. You don't need HMI lights. You know, they try to say you don't need none of that thing, but instead of them just being real with themselves and saying, I can't afford it, they rather just say, fuck it. You don't need this shit. I shot my whole video on a Canon D5. I didn't even need no lights. That's understandable. But how many directors can look at their footage and say, I didn't use no lights, and this video looked better than Rihanna video that's on BET where they used the $80,000 budget. It's no comparison. You know, it's just really, it's no comparison. So we just gotta learn to not knock things we can't afford. Like you just can't say fuck a Phantom. Fuck a Phantom. I don't need a Phantom. Cause you don't need a Phantom because you can't afford a Phantom. But if you had an opportunity to get a Phantom, you would. And it's just like everything I get. If you look at my studio, I get the newest Macintosh. I get 30-inch flat screens. You know, I get capture cards, high definition capture cards, digitals, O2 for the Pro Tools to run my sound through, broadcast monitors. I get playback monitors. You know, I get the Core 12 Mac, the brand new Mac that just came out, the Core 12, and I got the Core 8. I get all the plugins. I have, you know, Final Cut, the newest Final Cut, and it's just I'm investing back into myself, and you know, investing back in and just, you know, trying to be all I can be and just do the best work I can. And you know, I want to work with every director. I want to work with big directors. I want to work with the little. I want to be able to help people like I get helped. The same way when I hit people up on emails and ask them, how did you do that? And they email me right back and say, oh, well, you know, to do that effect, you got to do this. So change your frame rate over. How you do the slow motion. What kind of lights do I need to shoot in the inside? It's like, I want to help people who willing to take my advice. And I want to hear theirs. And if they got some advice for me, I just don't want to deal with people that feel like they're better than, I'm better than him, or I can shoot better than him, and you know, it just, I ain't with all that. So you know, I'm willing to work with everybody. I'm just trying to be one of the best directors. I don't have to be the best. I just want to be one of the best directors that did, you know. The odds against me. I'm come from a city where I ain't no director. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. No directors come out of this city. This not LA, Atlanta, you know. I want to be one of the first big directors to come out the city, you know. That's why I invested over $250,000 into my production, you know. From the grip trucks to the lights to the computers. I did all that, you know. And I'm just ready to work, you know. I'm ready to work. Try to show them this all it's about. It's all about. I'll get out everything tied up in this. JG Productions, you know. Everything tied up in there.
Fucking with you, fucking with you. I'm through fucking with you. Yeah. I'm through fucking with you. I know